Hey everybody, this is Devin-Foxy Remastered speaking, here on the 5th channel of Devin-Foxy's Mario channel here. And I just want to say before we do proceed to this video is that, yeah, there could have been a time where I would have talked about the person that recently passed away, was just about the, David Rosen exactly, that was for a long time, that actually inspired Sega, that kept Sega going and stuff, but yeah, I mean, it could have probably been there, but that's fine anyways. Well, just at least there was a one mention anyway. But now, let's just get to something we should definitely talk about here in the table of the conversation today. Of this, sad, honest conversation of this video is going to be talked about is the memory of Bill Wise, who actually did the voice behind Knuckles the Echidna in Sonic X. Now, if you guys are like a Mario fan that actually did had a bit of good intentions with the character of Knuckles, the voice who did the one in Sonic X, for those who are actually were impressed by the time that he did the voice for a while, and yeah, it kind of actually does feel a bit sad, It does kind of feel sad to see a person who had amazing intentions doing the voice behind Knuckles and also in collabs with pretty much likely the Mario characters and recently just the Sonic characters. Like, the Olympic events or something, or however many other circumstances. Yeah, it felt a bit sad and it felt a bit heartbroken to see the fact that we all probably should have seen this coming by the fact that, you know, the one who did the voice behind, Knuckles the Echidna that was known to be is, um, that was known to be is, of course, that is Bill Wise, has recently passed away today, which is just so sad to see and very hurtful to see the fact that, well, yeah, I wish he could have stayed a lot longer. I wish that he could have stayed a lot longer before he would have been at somewhere at the 70s or even the 80s or somewhere. But that's just a little bit sad to hear about the age at 61, which is just like, yeah, it's just poor guy. Like, he didn't deserve to pass away. Like, Bill Wise didn't deserve to pass away, man. Not in the lifetime of everything. He didn't deserve to pass away, dude. He just didn't deserve it. He didn't deserve to pass away. He should have still had, like, a great time and passion. That's all he still did, and the fact that I'll have to mention anyway that, well, it is a bit sad. It is just a bit hurtful to see the guy that actually was a pretty good voice. Like a one who did a very good voicing behind Knuckles. Like, he did very well. Like, sort of likely, soon likely, he did a very good voice. And I'll admit again that he actually did a very, very good voice behind the character. Like, damn, dude, he actually was a good voice. For once, by the way, I have to say, mad respect. Mad yet respect. That I will have to be saying is total mad respect, bro. It is just mad respect. To say again that it is fully respect. Now, in the main question here, exactly, that, I do like, physically and most other universes of every character I've always liked, exactly. That does come from my main channel, exactly my first channel and all, which, to be honest, by the way, I've always liked the very best characters I've always had liked and honored and always loved. To know who and why that I've cared that long to care. Even though in the time that I've cared about Knuckles since I was like, a bit of a kid and a teenager way back a little bit, and I was inspired, very inspired by the fact that it inspired me by the fact by liking Knuckles the Echidna way more, to say the least. Which, I've always liked Knuckles the Echidna. I've always liked him. The main question is why I've always liked Knuckles was because the fact of this question is I always do care, like the fact of saying is I've always had a time to think and always had a time to say what I have to say. It was just that, man, Knuckles was a very good voice. Like, he was a very good voice actor in Sonic X. Like, he actually was. Like, very much. Very wise. And very well. That I have to say is like, yeah, that actually is a bit sad just to see him passing away, which was just Bill Wise at the time to say is that it really did make me feel sad to see him pass away, like it really did. And all I can say, by the way, is I've always liked Knuckles from the beginning, is because I think that I was kind of a little more closer to kind of actually start liking another character than Knuckles. Like, if I actually did pick someone that I would have not been close to liking to pick Knuckles, which I still do like Knuckles, just for this example, by the way, for anybody who can actually like this example, is because the fact about this example is if I ever did not choose Knuckles in the first place, I would have honestly would have picked a character that would have been close enough that I would have picked, shoot, that one's going to be a little tricky and a hard one to decide. The next one I probably would say is, I probably would have been close enough to kind of go on for was picking, Metal Sonic. Yeah, Metal Sonic. I would have been close to say I would have picked Metal Sonic, to be honest. If I would have to say this question, is that I would have been close to pick Metal Sonic. Which was just a guess, by the way, for those again who would say is like, oh, why did you choose him? Well, it's a guess. I wouldn't have to say it 100% completely to say it, but it's just a guess. That's all I can say. Not just say anything offensive or anything, but just saying is I'm just making a guess. That's all. Just making a full-on guess, just to say that question. So, anyway, man, this just sucks. Like, this just sucks. Like, literally today, by seeing a voice actor that shouldn't have passed away, which was just like, man, how much can that happen? Like, recently, just to say right now that, dude, I was just going to just fully make a video about the rental house, but yet again, of course, well, same question as before, as I'll say it again on my second channel, as I might have to move it up to say it differently, so I might as well move it up, so probably. And then the main question is, however, in most videos I want to say and kind of talk about here about reaction videos and stuff, and the intros and outros test. Well, let me just go ahead and explain this for a little bit for everyone right now. Is like, how is this going to work with the intros or outros explanation? Is that, however, whatever it's going to work is going to work. I'm not sure if it might work 100% fully a bit, but I just want to kind of make this a little bit more, should I say, a bit different, to kind of like make it a little different enough to see how good it's going to sound and how perfectly it may sound, and so called to speak, is that it's going to kind of be tested at some point later on in many videos that I might have to like think about a little bit, which is going to give me a bit of a time to kind of exercise a little bit my brain a bit and just fully see what I can do here, and just see what I can probably see what I can go on with here, and see what would be the best scenario and what would be the interesting scenario. So the only true speaking and spoken here, however I'm going to do this exactly with my fifth channel, is going to take some time just to kind of get all of that set up. And also the good thing too, by the way, is that at least the Mario plush characters are coming back. So just want to let you guys know that they are going to come back, by the way. And yes, they are safe, by the way, in the containers. and pretty much many more, which, it's been finally moved to the rental house, which, even though I've not talked about it recently yet, but I may give it a bit of an interesting point and talk on that about that. So whenever I get the chance and the time to say, oh, it's time to say it's going to be ready, then it's going to be ready. So as I said again before, is that let's give our respect and pray for respect to say rest in peace to Bill Bill Wise. Just says to Bill Wise is rest in peace for the voice behind Knuckles the Echidna in Sonic X, and fully dedicated respect to the guy, and 100% fully cares enough and respect for the guy. So, as I said again, rest in peace. Rest in peace. So, as I said again, ah, man, it just really sucks just to see him go. It really does suck. But speaking about that, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Remember these 4 things anyway, so I will wrap this video up anyways. Is give this video a like and comment and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified so that you don't miss a single video that comes on this channel. Thank you. And also, we want to say is, we miss you, man. We miss you, dude. We totally again miss you. Bill Wise, we miss you, man. We totally miss you for the fact that you did a very phenomenal job by voicing Knuckles. Coming as from a Mario fan as myself, to say is you did a very great job voicing your character. Very great job of your character. As myself as a Toad slash Wario and slash King Koopa fan, as I say it so myself, is you did a great job. You really pulled it off out there. You did a great job voicing your character as Knuckles, and full on tribute and respect to the guy who did very well. Very perfectly. Amazing job. And God bless America for you, man. Totally, once again, as I said, you did a great job with full, yet again, respect and dignity as always. Full on respect again. So, anyways, I'll see you guys next time. This is Devin-Foxy Remastered speaking, and I will see you guys later and soon for the next video. In fact, until again, we meet again next time for however to mention about the rental house. So, as I said again, that date's going to be probably be moved to somewhere, but we'll see what happens. We'll see where this entire likely goes, and see where all this leads. But, as I said again, let's just take some time and see what could happen. Whatever's going to be upon to the next day or something like that, we'll see where this goes entirely. And also, at least I'm giving you guys another interesting news of update for you guys that the Mario plush characters recently on this 5th channel is coming back as we speak. Which, like I said, it's going to be a while for them to still be back. But as I said, that they are safe, as I said, they are safe and safe. To know how they're safe exactly, and yes, they will definitely show up again, and they will come back for a full return, as I may actually do my phone, by the way, with a camera this time, to show you guys the plushies that they are still back, by the way, and yes, they are the same characters who did reaction videos and 2 seasons going. Like 2 seasons on my 5th channel as we speak. Even though that the 3rd season hasn't been declared on that yet. But yes, the 3rd season will come right on exactly and may give a very interesting response and a very interesting announcement for how I will be continuing to make the 3rd season happen, which will be somewhat kind of a while until we'll see what happens. And also, I actually was planning about doing, for the characters on the 5th channel, to do Super Smash Bros. Brawl for the first time, to do that, which this time it's only going to be about Mario characters only. Just Mario characters. Like going from Mario all the way to the last. To the very end of the character selection. So, like I said again, it's going to be dedicated into parts, by the way. For however, it does depend on how parts are going to be like. So, we'll see what happens anyway. Since I've actually been wanting to kind of get that one out of the way and get this one fully, as I said again, completed and done. So if you guys are excited as I am, then yes, I really am again excited to see where this goes and fully get on to see what happens. So if you guys are ready, then hell, I'm ready too. To see what happens anyway. So this being said, as truly said to be said again, is that I did plan for whatever's going to happen, and also, of course, that, well, as I said again as well, that it's going to be impressive. I will admit again, it's going to be very impressive. Just to say the fact that, however, it may sound impressive. So just wanted to give you guys a bit of an interesting response here, by the way, that yes, the Mario characters, in fact, will definitely give their first try in a video for once a little bit to try like a fighting game. I just really want to like get them to do a fighting game. While actually playing their own characters. Their own characters to the end. Like way at the end of separate parts as I've been doing on my second channel, but a little bit more different, as I should say, as we speak, should be very complex and very different. So, if you guys are ready to see it, then yeah, that will be revealed very soon. Once I do have the thumbnail for having it to be released very soon, then yes, the thumbnail will definitely come on board and the thumbnail will definitely happen. So, as I said again, I will definitely get Super Smash Bros. Brawl ready as possible, as it will be ready soon. And afterwards, Season 3 will come on in, and Season 3 will happen for real. And I will definitely go on and through and mention the talk and the conversation to kind of give the announcement of how Season 3 is going to go out and how Season 3 will play out, by the way, and give the full on see what happens. So if you guys are ready for it, then let's go. Let's see what happens, and let's see how the announcement's going to be, and let's just see how the date is going to be very impressive. So as I said again, let's see what happens, and I hope that you guys are ready, since it's going to be quite of a time for it to ever get things back on track, which for me, by the way, I've actually have to say it's the same questions on my first channel as I've actually made and talked about, was just that, oh, I can't make videos on the laptop now since that kind of sucks, which, as I said, no worries. As I said again, the engineer technician will be sure as hell to kind of like figure out the problem and know how to turn off the two-step verification thing to kind of go off, and then everything else will just be back as ordered to be set to go, which will just get everything settled and everything ready to go, since I'm like, finally, please, just please get this done. Like, I mean, for me, I get that all the time. I get that all the time. For each comment by saying is like, oh, when's your next video coming out? When's your next video coming out? Well, as I said again, I guessed your question, and that's what I just said in the timestamp, is that, however, is that I can't make the next video on the laptop, but I can still go on with the phone and just mention throughout the rental house anyway with that conversation of the topic of knowing when that will go around. But as I said again, it's just more likely a bit quiet a little bit until things just get a bit fixed. As I said again, it'll get some time to be fixed. And also, as I said too, the good news is, by the way, that at least I'm going to have the TV back on and have the TV fixed, even though that the TV isn't hooked up anyways to the wall. But as I said again, it is definitely going to be fixed. And of course, as I said too, the game consoles are also going to be set to go, and they are also going to be ready to go. So if you guys are excited for that, then yes, the game consoles will indeed, in fact, get that ready and settled, because I actually am ready to see how this is going to go out and how interesting this will be. So as I said again, let's see where this goes. Let's just see what really goes, since I'm excited to see that. So as I said again, folks, I will see you guys. I'm tired. I'll see you guys later and next time. So again, as I said, go ahead and spread the word and say is rest in peace to Bill Wise. Rest in peace for the legendary voice actor behind Knuckles. So, as I said again, go ahead and spread some love for him, and go ahead and spread, what I just said, by the way, is just, have some honor, dignity, respect, and some gratitude while putting it into the idea. So, again, feel free to do that. For those who still like the guy or maybe don't like the guy, that's fine. All I'm saying is, I actually at least give a good thumbs up for him, and at least I care, and at least I do care a lot. So, as I said, thank you for everything, Bill Wise. Thank you for absolutely for everything you did. For everything you did was good. So, as I said, see you guys next time. Peace out. Sign out as always. And I'll see you guys later and next time. Thank you all for watching this next time. And I just want to say this in a Toad voice by saying it's like, yeah, this is Toad speaking, everybody. I am Toad, and I hope that you guys enjoy this video. Give this one a like and comment and subscribe, and hit the bell to be notified. And this is Toad speaking, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody. Let's go. Hey, that's my voice. Oh, sorry, Mario. Okay, you two. Relax. Alright, so, anyways. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I think Toad just wanted to kind of do that extra bit of the let's go or let's go. Kind of for the voice exactly. But, yeah, I know Mario was just going to say, like, that's his line, which we all know that was his. But, hey, at least Toad wanted to kind of give something a little bit of a special let's go thing for something a bit rewarding. But, whatever. Anyways, don't worry about it, Mario. Just don't worry about it. He just wanted to do the voice. Oh, okay then. Well, thanks for the information. I'll see you later. I guess I gotta go with Luigi now. See you later. Alright, we'll see you later, Mario. Anyways, I'll see you guys later and next time. Signing right out. And this is Golden Devin-Foxy, remastered here. And we'll see you guys later and again for the next video. Bye-bye, everybody. Take some time, everybody, and keep on waiting until whatever the next video is going to be, which is still going to be on the phone. But as I still said and fully again replied to say that the laptop's going to be a while for it to kind of get back things on track. So as I said again, please be sure to keep waiting and be patient for a little bit just to see what happens. But as I said again, who knows what could happen and what amazing good things could happen to come, but we'll see where that goes too. So, anyways, see you later, everyone. Bye-bye. See you guys later and next time. Signing off and out.